Buenas noches, mi gente. Here is la Margarita con...
Come is with, right? See? Okay. I am Professor Byron D. Rockmore, your boy, your cousin, your pal, your brother, a.k.a. your best friend. Call me, holla at you. How y'all doing this evening? What's going on?
Hello, mi gente. We're just waiting for some people over here. Tonight's topic should be interesting after the news, but as you know, Byron... Ooh, he just coughed all up in my ear.
I'm sorry. It's happened like that.
Right there, right up in my ear.
You should have said, excuse me.
Yeah.
That's what you should have said. Or you could have said, God bless you or something. Mm-hmm. You could have gave me some, what's going on, everybody? You could have gave me some good words for the day.
Why? You just coughed on me.
Well, I didn't mean to. Well, you shouldn't be in this close proximity with
you
me.
know what? I wish that...
you know what I'm saying? We just want to get a bigger studio so we can be on one side and I can be on the other?
No. But we'll get it to where the cameras aren't that close. We're sitting at a table.
Oh, now you don't like the proximity?
Okay. No, not if you're going to be coughing on me, Papa. No.
Oh, when you were sick the other day, I ain't say nothing to you then.
Hey, Lisa.
And then now you, oh wow, you gonna do it like that? When you were sick, I ain't say nothing.
When was I sick?
You were sick.
I was coughing on you.
Well, you were sick, and I still was willing to deal with you. I was willing to work with you when you were sick, and this is how this ends. Okay, I already told you this was gonna happen. As soon as we get started and things was gonna start going right, she was gonna lose her mind, and we was gonna have to go our separate ways. But I already knew that was gonna happen.
All I asked, don't cough on me.
Don't cough on you.
No. We'll be good after that.
Well, I didn't mean to cough on you. Okay. I'm sorry.
Okay, accepted.
You don't like my cooties?
No.
Oh, did you hear about the I forgot what it's called? It's a virus going on with the flu with kids in certain parts,
and where they're getting paralyzed.
They're getting paralyzed.
Yes, I read a tidbit
what? You read some news?
I did.
What the fuck?
I said I'm not gonna have.
Oh my God, Margie read some news. Oh my God, send the email out. Send it. Let everybody know Margie read some news. Oh my God, I'm so proud of you.
It popped up on my phone.
That's the only reason why you got that shit.
Yeah, it's not that I went looking for it.
Oh my God, I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
So what we're going to do today is going to be questions you should ask your partner. So, before we get started, we're going to do the news. We're going to get back to you. And there's going to be questions that you should ask your partner. So you get a pen, get ready to write some things down, and then we're going to do it like that. Hello, Lisa. What's going on?
Say hi to Yolanda.
Listen, say hi to Yolanda. Mm-hmm. I wanted to say her last name, but I didn't know how to say it. It's Lugo?
Yes.
Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm.
Hola, Lugo. Hola. Hola, she said. I know she said, hola.
No.
Yes, she did. She said,
my cousin does not speak like that.
Hola. Like a little Spanish lady. Hola. This coffee is great.
Black coffee. I hope
black coffee is my elixir. Damn smoking weed. Give me some black coffee. I'm in the building. For real. It is a long day today.
It was.
Good God.
How long was it that I called you at 3 o'clock?
You called me at 3 today?
I text you at 3. What I said?
It was about, but you hate work.
No, I did not.
I hate work. Stop it. She hate work. She hate it. She said, talk about it just a few minutes ago. She said, all right, Papi, I can't do work anymore. Don't tell anybody. Hola, Andrea.
He's lying. You know it.
I can't do any work anymore. I hate it. That's it.
Johnny Bay. Johnny Bay, he was asking about you.
Yeah, so where's Johnny Bay at? That's it, right? Where's Johnny Bay at? I was practicing on that name. I said, where my girl at? She usually got some kind of words of wisdom to throw in. It's good. Oh, my uncle said something in. What she said?
Lisa said she does, that I hate work.
Yeah, she does. Yeah, my uncle called me and told me, didn't you see me send you something on your podcast? Why you didn't holler out Philly?
Who?
Tommy.
No, he sent it afterwards.
Yeah, I said, bro, we was already done with you. And you know what? Shout out to Philly. Shout out to all the cheesesteaks. Shout out to everybody there. Okay? You talking about you got problems with Philly folk? No, we love everybody. That's the city of brotherly love. We love y'all. So ain't no shout out. You shouting out to everybody. Okay? So what's up, Philly? Holla. Philly cheese, steak, Rocky, steps, running. Hold on. We already said we wasn't going to do that. Why everything got to go back to Bridgeport?
Because
that's a Mecca.
Because
that ain't no damn Mecca.
It's like
you got two people live in Bridgeport. 2 people live in Bridgeport. 2.
Who?
I don't know. Just 2 people.
No.
Only 2 people live in Bridgeport.
Listen, the majority of people that sign on to this podcast
are from
Bridgeport.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, hola, Bridgeport.
That's right.
Oh, man. So we're going to talk about questions to ask your partner. First, we're going to do some news. What's BBT? What's that?
BBT, Bridgeport. Look at Yolanda. She did it in caps.
In caps.
Bridgeport.
No code language here, okay? I didn't know what the hell BBT was. I thought, is it BBD?
BPT.
Poison. That girl is poison.
You don't know Jody.
I don't listen to me, fly girl.
You don't the right to that song.
I can't sing that song either.
What else?
Damn, boy, every song I sing, damn it! Every song I sing, I can sing old Negro spirituals.
He probably scared to go to Bridgeport, Lisa.
I ain't scared to go to nowhere. Send me to Bridgeport. I'll be there in my drawers. Okay? Holla. Be there. Call out. Holla. Okay? I'm going up there. She said, get it right. I'm not even listening to you. I ain't listening to this nonsense. We're going to... never trust a big button to spy that girl. That poison. That's my girl. She hitting there. You said I couldn't sing it. I can't sing the word. Oh, we do not own the rights of poison. So I'm sorry. Okay. We can't even sing like old Negro spirituals. No. Amazing grace, how sweet.
I don't want you singing anything until you learn the Mexican anthem.
How sweet.
And I sent it to you today. I sent you it with the words in Spanish and then the translation, just so you can get a gist of what they were saying.
Oh, Jesus. I'm working on it. I can sing Amazing Grace because I know this song. Okay? I'm working on it. Damn. You going to keep putting me out there?
Pa'lante. Let's move forward. Moving forward.
Oh, shit. Okay. Michelle Obama. We'll start with that. They said, clean your screen. It's foggy looking. Which one?
This is the only one. I think it's the light.
You're doing the light? Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. We're going to do some magic. And if you believe it's true. Hold on. If you believe in magic. Look at that. Hold on.
Better?
Now I look black. I was looking black before. Okay, how's that? She said, where's your vet at? She's here in Tampa?
Who? Jackie Vet? Orlando.
You need to come and be one of our directors on the screen because you just know everything that's supposed to be right. So you probably just got the house all clean and cleaned everything. She probably scrubbed the toilet with the toothbrush and everything.
She said
better. Yeah. We're gonna watch out. She come. Yeah. She said no. Yeah, you do. Yeah.
That was Andrea who said.
Andrea said what?
No.
I got time for that. I ain't listening. I'm not gonna look at that. You look at that. I'm gonna read the news today. News. Dun dun dun. Michelle Obama today. People was calling for Michelle Obama saying that she needs to be more active in the political front, and she needs to be doing more bashing on. And she says she's going to stick to her saying when people go low, she goes what? High, and she's going to. Somebody said, "I'm coming for you." I'm coming for you, Papa. I'm coming for you. No. Listen, I'm saying that it is so important. That I think Michelle Obama, if she ran for president, that she might get it. I think she could beat Trump. Okay, so don't count her out. But I like the fact that she's saying to herself that she doesn't have to do that. What's up? Go ahead. You read something? What you read?
Lisa wants to call in one day and do a special on white privilege and courage. Did I say that correctly?
White privilege. Lisa wants to do something on white privilege. Okay. All right. Okay, we can do that. Let's start some shit. And shout out to Kim Townsend. Yeah, let's do that. White privilege. Kim. We could do that. I'm with that.
We gotta figure out how to get you on.
We don't know how to do the call-in piece. We're gonna get that down because a lot of people ask me for call-ins, and this is they want to call in and say what they need to say. We want to get y'all involved. So please do it. She's gonna keep reading the screen. I'm gonna keep talking about this.
No, go ahead because that caught my interest. So the
Michelle Obama piece. Everybody's saying that she should be more into like being negative. But that's just not her style. She's just not like that. She just don't get into it like that. So she shouldn't have to. And I wouldn't want to see that. Some people shouldn't go out of character. Like you, for example. You could be mean and nasty at any point in time. Exactly. And you do it comfortably. Okay? Yes, but that was supposed to be a dig.
But it's not. It's the truth.
Damn it, man. I can't rattle her today.
It's the truth.
I can't rattle her today.
People have asked me, especially this a couple days ago when I told you she wants to...
Lisa says she want to call and do a speaker.
Because she wants to talk about cougars and gilfs.
Cougars, guilt, and doing the speakers.
You know, MILF, you know what's a MILF?
What's a MILF? What's a MILF?
You never heard of a MILF.
What is it? What's MILF?
You know
I don't know what MILF is. What is MILF? Mother what?
I'm going to say that.
Why are you whispering?
So a gilf is a grandmother I'd like to, so she yeah.
Is a grandmother that does what?
Nothing, so she would like to do something. And I got you, Lisa.
Lisa, whatever you're doing to MILFs, it doesn't sound right. I don't know what a MILF is, but I don't want no part of your MILF.
How do you not know what's a MILF?
I don't know what a MILF is, and I don't want any part of it, okay? Whatever you do it behind closed doors, you need to keep it behind closed doors, Lisa. Okay, you nasty MILFer. What's a MILFer? What is that? Okay? I want to know what a MILFer is. Somebody send that. Grandma, whoa! I just read it. Grandma, what is wrong with you all? God, whoa! Listen, this is not that kind of show, okay? Oh, that's so nasty. Carry on, Michelle Obama. No, I can't even think about Michelle Obama and talking about somebody doing nasty to grandmas in the same context.
I'm a grandma 3 times. Lisa's a grandma twice.
Well, you all need to keep your panties on, you nasty grandmas. You're the new what?
We're not the big mamas making Sunday dinners for the family.
Y'all are nasty mamas up under the sheets.
Why?
And this needs to stop right now. You got kids listening to this. Your kid Tiffany is listening to this right now, hearing about you having sex. This is unconscionable. Okay?
No, the thing is nobody's talking about sex. She just explained to you, asked, what is a MILF and a gilf? And she simply answered.
I don't want to know what a MILF is.
She's not opening the discussion.
You just messed my life up.
You're being overly dramatic.
Let's go back to Michelle Obama, 2000.
Michelle Obama.
No, I can't talk about Michelle now.
2020, that's right.
Okay, no, we're moving on. Okay. Here we go. So now you're messing me up. Okay. I can't even get my head right. The hurricane destruction. Dun, dun, dun. Let me tell you something. 6 people are recorded dead. This MILFing is in my head now.
How are you going to be laughing and talking about that?
Because of MILFers.
But just, could you not be professional?
Okay, I'll be professional. 6 was reported dead in a hurricane. Mm-hmm. For all the people on the Panhandle, please, I would like for you, even in all the, if you're listening, our hearts go out to you. I feel terribly that something like that happened. But I see the community coming together. It was terrible. I saw it on. I'm not looking at all the
Grandma
people.
with the smile on her breast says Kim Townsend.
See, we're trying to.
Lisa, you done started something.
We're trying to have a real productive conversation, and he's texting, and everybody's sending terrible things. And I'm trying to stay focused.
Andrea's like, what is that?
Thank you, Andrea. I know Andrea, she just be lost all the time. Andrea is smart, and she's lost about anything that has anything to do with something nasty. Thank you, Andrea. I didn't know, and you didn't know either. Let's finish talking about the, damn it, man, about the hurricane. That's what I want to say, focus on the hurricane.
We did good. Okay. The hurricane, on our part, did good. Pensacola got hit pretty bad.
Mexico City was destroyed.
And I didn't even know there was a Mexico City in Florida in the Panhandle.
Well, anything Mexican, I keep up with it. Like knowing the Mexican national anthem. Oh, Mexico.
I'm going to play the Bridgeport anthem.
I love thee, oh, Mexico.
All right, Lisa schooling Andrea. Andrea, scroll up.
Yeah, y'all are bad today. What's it? Another person in the world. Ivanka. What's the Trump's wife? Ivanka, right? No, that's his daughter. What's that's terrible.
Because they sound very similar.
The president's wife. Okay? No. The president's wife, Melania, the one now, right? She says she's the most bullied person in the world.
Bridge for Anthem. She's the most bullied person
in the world.
I feel bad for her.
Yes. Why do you feel bad for her?
Because if you study her, even the day of the inauguration, she looked so scared.
And sad.
She just looked like she was
sad.
trapped. She had a badass outfit. I loved her. Jackie Onassis read.
Oh, she know how to wear them clothes.
But there's just something about her that it makes me feel like she needs help.
Yeah, she like, you know, every time I see the president's wife, she's screaming like, help me, help me.
Someone noticed that I'm in.
Help me! Like she's a little roach or something.
Like Rapunzel up in the tower.
Yeah, I feel so sorry for her. Oh my God! And like, you know what? One day she's gonna have like a tell-all book, and then she's gonna tell all his business and stuff. Like he really, like his hair, you know, like he puts his hair in dye before he puts it on, and he, you know, all kind of stuff. It's all gonna come out. I want to know what's gonna be said, what's happening, what's going on, shorty. You reading something? What you just read?
And Lisa's went up. It was something about Michelle Obama.
Oh, so you gotta keep up on this. Oh, some sad news. You know, some more sad news. I found out that Mini Me on Austin Powers is dead.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, the little.
What is that? What is it that he haven't seen a movie in years?
What's it? What you said? Mini.
Here it is.
Yeah. Mini Me and Austin Powers. I think he committed suicide.
That's so sad to me.
Yeah, I hate that when you hear that when you think people doing well or have everything and they commit suicide, and that just shows you how fragile life is and how easy it is to be overwhelmed with the life figures.
And again, it should teach you, just like with I love him. What's his name? That committed suicide.
Stop reading that.
You can't make a whole housewife.
What is that, Kim?
Oh, Melania. He's talking about Melania.
You can't call the president's wife a hoe. There's a Secret Service person going to knock on your door right now, Kim Townsend, okay?
You say his own name.
He got it on the thing. Everybody knows it. You're going to jail, Kim, okay? And I'm not getting you out. You cannot call the president's wife, oh, this is unacceptable.
Okay, so...
What about Omarosa? Stop it! Okay. Go.
But what's his name?
What? Mini Me?
No, Nanu. Robin Williams.
Oh, Robin. You said hold on. How was I supposed to know you was talking about Robin Williams? We cool together, but damn. No. She just went 50s on me. She went Mork and Mindy.
Yes!
Mork and Mindy. Now, my gray-head ass has been told on myself. A lot of y'all don't know about Mork and Mindy. Mork and Mindy was a hot show. That was like that. And there was another show about two guys dressed up like women. And that was a hot show, too. I forgot the name of that. Perfect Stranger, something like that. And in Three's Company. And the other one I like.
But we're just talking about Mini Me and Robin Williams.
Oh.
Just bring it in.
Okay.
You look at them, and that's the misconception we have of people, or we make assumptions because they have money, because they're in the spotlight, because they're famous, that they're happy. But you can meet a homeless person sleeping at the bus stop, and as long as he has something to eat throughout the day, and people smile at him, he's the happiest you can be.
True. Shout out to Lisa. She loved Mark and Mindy too. I mean, she got some class about her. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I love it.
Yeah, and it's sad because it's those people who are in the spotlight who are the loneliest.
True. I don't know what Kim Townsend keeps talking about Omarosa. He has a thing for her.
Because she's writing a book.
Because she thinks
you mentioned Melania writing a book. He's referring to the book that's already in process of being published.
Oh, Omarosa.
That Omarosa's writing.
Boy, you were just up with the fans today. I love it. You just interacting so well. I don't know what the hell. I don't even know when Kim be talking to me. You know, y'all know that's like my Uncle Kim. He breathed real hard. Okay. Anyway. It's just I'm a classy girl. What's a GILF?
We're not gonna say that.
Oh, okay. Stop it, Lisa. You just disgusting. Okay.
It's Mini Me. So a moment of silence for Mini Me.
A moment of silence for Mini Me.
Okay.
Damn. Shit. Well, damn. Just because he was little, he got half the silence? Shit. Damn. Somebody said Uncle Kim slapped that man. Oh. Okay. Arkansas sheriff poses inmates in Nike wear. Okay, so let me tell you. Let me paint the scenario.
Because of the person that Nike just chose to be.
The Kaepernick thing.
Oh.
Every time.
Andrea, please tell Andrea what a jailfish. He won't have to say it.
Andrea said, "What's going on here? I'm just lost. I'm lost in the sauce." Okay. Come bring it back, Andrea. Look, this is too grown for you, Andrea. Cut it off while you still can. Run. Because this is too grown for you. You don't even need to know. Okay. You don't need to know. Okay, let me go back. Listen to this. The Arkansas sheriff, when he do mugshots, when he arrests you, he's making you put on Nike wear. Okay. Nike wear. Okay? And when he takes a picture of you, you have a Nike shirt on. Mm-hmm. And what he's trying to do is say that he's associating anybody who wears Nike as criminals. Isn't that?
Oh, so what is Nike going to do about it?
I don't know.
Defamation of character.
Wow, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. But that's crazy that he would do that. That shows people have so much animosity towards this Colin Kaepernick thing.
Lisa wrote it, and then she said, Andrea, look, and then put a finger pointing out.
Listen, I'm not going to keep on this GLF or MLF or HBCD, okay?
BPT.
Or DBT.
BPT.
BDT.
BPT, Bridgeport.
Okay, we're not going to keep doing that. We're moving on, okay?
Hey, brother.
When you get a chance, look up this Arkansas sheriff, and it's a crazy piece. Going back to the hurricane, there was this thing on. If you saw the ads, if you're from Florida, you seen this ad. They got Gillum.
Real criminals, Lisa.
You got Gillum, who was going for governor, black man going for governor.
Yes.
They have these terrible ads on how the last time there was a hurricane, he didn't do anything to help the people in Tallahassee. Then there was another ad where the police officer who's running, the head sheriff of the town, just blatantly said that they're lying, that he did everything he could to make sure when they had the last hurricane, that Gillum did everything he's supposed to do. Mm-hmm. It is crazy that for normal folk, that we have to listen to so much truth and lies and have to always work at differentiating between the both. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's crazy that people are so willing to lie on a person. So then you always have to sit back and listen when you hear a story. You cannot just take anybody's word just for face value. So then I said that to say this. When we're saying something and please do some homework with it. When we're saying something, giving you a fact or anything we're throwing out, please do some homework later on to that.
Well, they always want to get to the government or the judges and all that. Want to get you on political correctness, what's proper to say, the Fifth Amendment, your right as a journalist, all this stuff. But when it's election time, it is disgusting to see these politicians who want to run our country tear each other up the way they do. And then we're supposed to trust that they're going to do good for us when they're breaking each other down on national TV. I think it's disgusting and I don't watch it. The way they beat each other up there, the way they call each other names and just drag them through the dirt, and we're supposed to decide which one's the better douchebag to run our country. And nobody does anything to make a change. Our children are watching this, so they're going to grow up with that I have to be bullies, because that's what it is when they're up in the debate.
You know what? We're trying to have a real intellectual conversation, and all these blogs and stuff, whatever you call it, with Kim talking about people got Similac on their mouth and grandmas and stuff. You guys are terrible, okay? But yeah, that's right. But
I can't either, Andrea. I'm sorry. She can't. No, the political stuff, because we have such a big problem with bullying. Now, some of these kids who commit suicide because they're being bullied so bad in school, and then they're not really doing much about it in this country. About
bullying?
Yes. I don't see a couple of people gather, but you really don't see anything big on something so detrimental. They are the future. This is the generation that's going to grow up to be our future, and they're committing suicide, or they're being bullied into committing suicide. And then in the election year, they see the heads of our country
Do bullying.
being bullied.
Or being bullied,
yes.
or bullied.
And it's disgusting. So it's like, so with the
It's
Gilla
contradictory. It's
and all of
contradictory.
that. So you know what I respect? I respect the sheriff who stood up for this man when everybody else is against him. And was he a white man?
No, he's a black man.
Okay. I would have preferred a white man.
I would have preferred. She said she preferred white men.
Because, you know, when you stand up for what you believe in, you might be standing up there alone, but right is right. No matter what you got, there's consequences to any choice you make.
I like what Andrea said. When people are
on a campaign,
they need to talk about what they're campaigning on
instead of talking about what the other did wrong. Yeah, because look at Trump, who talks so much about Obama and not being American born and show me this and show me that. And then when he's under fire, they're like, show me your taxes. He didn't want to provide it, and he didn't.
Well, you know what? It's funny, but with the Trump thing, that he was so willing to talk about Obama being, you know, not of this country, but his wife is like, is she recently in this country? I don't know what was. It's crazy. People are so two-faced.
Isn't that her son?
The little boy?
Yeah. What is he, like 12, 13?
Yeah. So she's about 12, 13 years in the country. Well, you know, wow, it's just crazy. Moving on. R. Kelly's. I know real quick. I know you don't want to do R. Kelly too much. R. Kelly's lawyer just dropped him.
It is a lack of self-esteem. Go ahead.
R. Kelly lawyer just dropped him. He just said he doesn't want to have him anymore. He says he's too much a liability, and he just dropped him. This is my take real quick. It's like, wow, you know, if R. Kelly has not done everything they're saying he's done, it's amazing how people are distancing themselves with him. Or, you know, so I don't know if he has done everything, but there's people that's still distancing.
Distancing.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're becoming distant.
Yeah,
just change it up.
Yeah, they get some space between the motherfuckers. Okay, that's out. They get some space with this motherfucker. Okay, and they're getting some space.
Thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah, right. Seriously, they're like, I'm not dealing with it. They do not like what's going on with this R. Kelly piece. I think with the Me Too movement going on, people are like, they're drawing a line in the sand, and they're saying either you on this side of the crook or you on that side. So, and which is okay. I think, you know, with the Me Too movement, I think it's time that people actually had a voice for some nonsense going on and able to speak on it. I just would tell anybody, if you are in a position that you want to voice something that's happened to you in the past, if you have to, then do so. You know, one thing, you know, just be mindful. Just be mindful, but be mindful. But if it's something that's been tugging on you forever, you know, if you feel that it's best for you to come out and say what you need to say, then you go ahead and do what you got to do, and then let them chips fall where they may. You know, sometimes people gotta confront that demon in order to move on in their life. So, you know.
But sometimes people don't look in the mirror long enough to know that they got demons that they have to exercise the hell out of them.
Explain.
Like Eminem said, jumping jacks some demons out of you. Some people don't. They're okay with who they are.
You like Eminem.
I love Eminem. But let's go back. Like Kim said that bullying is a sign of a lack of self-esteem, and I totally believe that. I believe that parents need to be more involved with their kids. If their kids come home sad, find out what it is. Don't tell your teacher, because obviously the teacher's not doing anything about it. You know, growing up the way we did in Bridgeport, we had a different way of how we handled bullying. It's frowned upon in today's time. But this sheriff who is wasting money buying Nike apparel to make these people he's arresting into models for Nike, some of them should get some jobs.
Yeah. Listen, put that out there. Wouldn't that be crazy if Nike got all those people and made them models? And
then say thank you, sheriff, whoever his name is. But just think about this. Visualize this. Just have an imagination moment, okay? This sheriff was to buy those Nike outfits, right? And go to the school and find out which are the children that are bullying other kids. And take them on a course and teach them about self-love and self-acceptance. Find out what's at their core that is making them act that way towards somebody else and actually hurting other children, but it's because of a lack of something.
Hold on. Let me get this. You're saying that the sheriff, who was as ignorant as he was, You would like for him to have a mindful thought, go to school,
because he's angry,
seek out
whatever it is that he's doing.
Hold on. You giving people too much credit.
No.
When people take the time to do
I'm saying, imagine.
Imagine it. Okay.
That's how I started. It's visualizing.
Okay. You went to bizarre world.
No.
You went to a parallel universe.
You're not listening.
Well, all black people are free. Okay,
Because you were just too busy trying to find the little loophole for you to do what the hell you just did to me. And try to break down what I'm saying.
You did. Like,
okay? Because I initially
what you done to me?
No, because I initially said, let's visualize.
Like I tripped you
go
on a
into
basketball
imagination,
court.
Okay? Imagine if you were to do that to those kids that are probably from single parent homes, that their parents ignore them, whatever the hell's going on, that they're lacking self-esteem in that way, that they're actually hurting their classmates.
Right.
If programs were to be started like that, instead of being just a racist because Nike picked this guy to be the head and now you're going to try and make Nike look bad. Nike, if you're watching, write to those inmates, wait for them to come out and do something productive. Use that mug shot into the front page. I'm waving.
Okay, my last one, Netflix. Netflix, they had this thing where they was putting out the salaries of the people in Netflix. And other companies were upset because Netflix was paying their workers so well, okay? And so there's a scuttlebutt with that going on right now. So that just when you get a chance, just look some things up with Netflix.
Well, I missed that.
It's on the back page of news. You know, I look for the back pages. So this is right behind the furniture advertisement in the newspaper. Okay?
Which one? Which newspaper?
TMZ. TMZ.
You always got to take it back to
TMZ. Okay, hold on. It's time for us to change the subject. We're gonna go to.
Absolutely.
We're gonna go. What happened? Absolutely.
Kim says affluenza, privilege, and entitlement, akin with permissive parenting, make bullying okay.
What he just said? Affluenza, privilege. How you type that fast, Kim? Stop. We don't want to talk to you anymore, Kim. Okay. Now,
because bullying is serious, and we're gonna do a podcast show.
And we're gonna have you come on, Kim. Because Kim is an expert on bullying.
It has to be spoken. And that's my biggest fear with my grandchildren being bullied in school. Because I'll be that grandmother.
What, with a knife?
I'll be that. I know. I'll be in there. I'll be kicking ass and let the parents come out kick their ass too for not teaching their kids not to be bullies. Because it all starts at home. Let's keep it real.
Yeah. The dad fusses at the mama. The mama fusses at the kids. The kids go and beat up the other kids in school. Then they come home and kick the dog, and the dog chases the cat, and the cat chases the mice.
You always got to take it.
And then the mice chase the little roaches in the house.
Go ahead.
Excuse you?
I understand. Okay. We get it. Okay. Here we go. Questions to ask your partner. I'm going to do my first one. How do you feel? Okay, these are questions that you should ask your partner if you're in a relationship, intimate relationship, and then you should try to answer it. So just write down the question, and we'll talk about each one. She has got 5, and I got 5. And my first one is, how do you feel about how much time we spend together? The first one is, how do you feel about how much time we spend together? I think that's a question that you should ask your partner. Don't just assume that your partner. Did you have that one? No, I didn't have that. Good. By the way, he chose 5 out of the 60, and I chose 5 out of the 60. So we don't know. What 5 we.
Right. I don't know what 5 she got.
It's gonna be like a surprise for us too.
Okay, so the first one is, how do you feel about how much time you spend together? You should ask your partner that. Don't just assume that your partner likes to spend time with you.
And that's the biggest mistake we make in relationships, as we discussed a couple podcasts back. The assumption of how our partner is supposed to know how we feel, what makes us happy, what we need when we don't feel good. Cut the assumptions out and the expectations and ask the questions.
You should ask them, how do you feel about spending time with me?
Anybody you spend time with, Lisa. Partner, boyfriend, booty call. Anybody you're spending time with. Because even in that sense, that you just call each other
spontaneous,
you're still spending spending time.
If it's just a booty call, then it's just a booty call.
No, but it's still time you're spending. So
because this is
you want your booty call to come in, and maybe you have a glass of water, a cup of coffee. You want to just hold hands for a while, so it's still spending time. So all of it's all together.
When I was single, if I had a booty call,
okay,
I would just want you to come and go.
Okay, come on, back to the question, because then you just love to get into the details of just a quick passing remark.
Oh shit. Okay, you give me yours.
Okay,
hold on a second. I'm not sure of how the question is formulated. It can cause a misunderstanding. Here you go, Andrea.
What? Okay. The question or the...
Hold on, we'll do it again. We'll start from the scratch. Now, listen up. Good. If you have a partner, these are questions you should ask your partner. You go to your partner and say to him or her, how do you feel about how much time we spend together? It shouldn't formulate any misunderstanding, okay? You're asking them, how do you like hanging with me or not, okay? And the person can say, yeah, it's cool. Not all the time, though. No,
they say on the weekends. Well, Saturday morning we can have breakfast, but then I'm going to go shoot some hoop with my friends, or I'm going to go do this, and then we can meet up for dinner and go to a movies and end the night that way. Because remember, just because you're a partner, you need time away from each other. You need to come back together during the day and appreciate each other.
At least we're talking about how do we know that it was a booty call because you're nasty.
No, she's not. I was just putting every scenario out there because it's still your time. And remember, mi gente, our time is priceless. So remember, the 86,400 seconds in a day, are you going to waste it or are you going to spend it wisely?
Say that again?
We're all deposited 86,400 seconds in our day.
Hold on.
Right?
Hold on.
So if you were deposited 86,400.
Oh my God. Don't get so nasty.
So the question would be this. I mean, very simple in this way. If someone were to deposit $86,400 in your account every day, you don't know how long, how many days, but just every day, would you waste it stupidly or would you spend it wisely?
Oh.
Now, money in your lifetime is going to come and go, but you can never get your time back. So you got to think, you got to plan. And I'm telling you this because I need to learn this. But your time should be spent wisely. With whom, with what, with how. I mean, those are things that because we're not immortal.
So the first one will be how much time. How do you feel about how much time we spend together? That's what you should ask your partner. That's the first one that I picked. Give me yours.
My first one was: do you think you and your partner share the same values?
Explain what values are.
Your values.
Somebody trying to do a call-in. We don't know how to do call-ins yet. We're learning.
Your values. Do you believe in what you say? Do you stand up for what you say? Do you have, let's say, would you be willing to switch your religion for me?
Like if I was Muslim, would I be willing to be Christian? Or if I was like Jewish, I'd be willing to be Buddhist? If I was Catholic, would I be willing to be
But your core values, your morals, your like, what do you believe in? You don't like to lie. You work for what you have. You don't want anything given to you. You don't want to steal anything. Just your core values. Do you share the same values?
Hold on. I got some issues here. Andrea, why when I said something, you had an issue with it, and then when she said something, you said it was a great question? She said
it's very important. Great question. That is very important, and it is because you got to share. Like, give
me your question again. I lost something on it. Give me something. Give it to me again. Let me hear it again.
Do you think you and your partner share the same values?
Like on Friday we go to beer night? No?
Well, that's a choice. You're choosing what to do on a Saturday night. No, I don't want to go to beer night. I want to go to a wine tasting. Those are choices. Why do you gotta break it down? Get to your next damn question.
Okay.
Anybody can chime in on what they think with these questions.
Okay.
Beer night.
How much alone time do you need? Do you have that?
No.
Okay, you should ask your partner, how much alone time do they need? Ask them that, and then you talk to you. Because you know what? I found out alone time is good. Alone time is good, and I think sometimes when people don't have alone time, then they don't grow. I think sometimes it's okay for you to explore yourself, be with yourself for periods of time, and then do it like systematically, knowing that on Wednesdays I might go to the movies by myself.
Yeah, because you have to. It's beautiful to be in a loving, respectable relationship full of your foundational values, right? But you still need to remain independent.
Somebody said, why is it important, Rock, for a long time? For numerous reasons. You know,
a long time's a must. That's how you grow. That's how your spirit grows. And that's how, remember, everything goes back to you. The self-love, the self-trust, the self-respect. So you need to have that relationship with self so that you can better appreciate the person that you are sharing your life with.
True.
If you don't give yourself any time at all to grow spiritually, what do I have to offer you? How can I offer you anything new? It's going to be redundant. Every day in and day out is going to be redundant. We're not going to have nothing to share. We're not going to have anything to speak and teach each other on. We're not going to help each other.
So you saying when I get alone time, that's my time to gather some information?
No, because when you get alone time and you are one with yourself, it's like an automatic learning session. You learn.
Well, so I'm gathering data then.
So and that data just sounds so
what?
Technical. No, you go out, you hug a tree, do something. That's alone time for you. And what do you learn when you hug a tree? When you appreciate a flower on the bush?
Listen, you see it.
It's energy.
So I should just go hug trees.
You should love nature. I
love nature.
What did we talk about? Feeling the vibration.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Today I want to hug a tree.
One of the best lessons Buddha teaches is the difference between like and love, right?
She says, say it again.
When you like a flower, you pluck it off the
stem.
Yeah, you pluck it off and you look at it, you smell it, and then it dies, right?
Yeah.
That's like.
Right.
When you love a flower, you admire it where it's at. That's the difference between liking and loving something, someone.
Hold on. So if I like something, I use it up.
You like it. You're gonna pluck it, and it's like it doesn't have as much value.
Something,
you're gonna leave it and admire it. So when you like someone, you still got your foot in the relationship and one out still doing you. When you love someone and you want to share your life with them, you're not gonna want to change anything about them. You're gonna admire them for who they are, where they are.
Wow. Andrea said that when people have different ideas of what alone time is, we were going to say
that's conversation.
Yeah, that's conversational because everybody going to have their own understanding what the alone time for them is. Give me with that next one.
You did yours?
Yes, ma'am.
What was yours?
Okay. Here we go.
Oh, how much alone time?
Right.
Okay, this is one. How important is sex to you? How important? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, Lisa, tell me how important sex is to you in a solid relationship.
Well, everybody can chime in on that one. Just hit us with it. You got the people on. 1
to 10, 10 being the most important.
Everybody hit a number and tell us what you think, how important sex is to you. From a 1 to 10 for you, what it would be?
For me?
Yeah.
I would say a 5.
A 5? Explain.
Because when you love someone, you're loving them at such a deeper level. There's a connection. And let me tell you something. And I'm gonna tell you this because this is how I feel. Now I have a friend, and we were talking the other day, and I made an innuendo. And Lisa said a 10. Of course you would. So I made an innuendo, and he looked at me, and he said, we're so much more than that. And I was like, well, that hasn't happened yet. So no. But he's like, we have a deep spiritual connection. And that is why when we have conversations, we lose time because we're so immersed in what we're talking about. Because it's like we ricochet off each other, and then we go deep into these conversations, and it's such a learning process. But being with my husband and being married for 6 years, and he being paralyzed for 5, I learned to be loyal, faithful, and celibate. And let me tell you, sex was not even important at that point.
Okay.
Lisa, we know it's a 10 for you. Solid, not solid. Committed, not committed. We got you, mama. You know, cougar you.
Okay. My next one for me, questions you should ask your partner would be, what is the best gift your partner could give you? Asking that person, what's the best gift I could give them? Okay. That to me, I found that something you could for relationship. You should kind of know, or don't be afraid to ask your partner what they like. Okay, what they still talking about? Okay, that's a different situation. But they said what about sex?
I don't know.
They're still talking about sex. Okay, well real quick, because I know that's going to pique some interest with the sex piece. For me, I think for sex, we're going to go back to this one. That it does depend on the person. What's going on with the person? We talked about that before. The person has some physical attributes that does not allow them to be sexual. Let's say to be physically sexual. Then that can slow some things down. But I am a real firm believer that if you took the time to learn the person, there's so many different ways to have a sexual relationship.
Yes. Tantric.
Tantric, we talked about before. We'll keep talking about it. To explore each other, to just explore each other, and the willingness to have a sexual conversation. I think we get so far away from that it's okay to talk about sex. If you are in a relationship with somebody, you should talk about what you like, what you don't like,
what you want to explore.
What you want to explore. If you want to do something
with
weird,
an open mind, without thinking.
Oh my god! I can't believe you said that.
And bringing that in, I believe that you should know each other inside out. Yeah,
as soon as you in the bed and you do a certain move that you never did before, then it's, oh my God, you must have been cheating. That's how you knew that move. Well, you could have learned it from watching TV. You could have learned it from reading a book. You could have just heard about it from your friend, and she told you what she did with her husband or her boyfriend. And you said, I'm going to try that. Okay? So I think that you shouldn't be so fearful of a sexual conversation, but I think a lot of people, not just women and men, are fearful of the conversation for fear, to me, of what's going to happen. So I think that's something that you definitely need to look into.
Inhibition should be thrown to the wind when it's between you and your partner. There should be no kind of inhibitions, whether it's talking about sex, whether it's discovering each other's sexuality, what turns you on, what doesn't. I mean, you would be surprised. You would be surprised. Now, my next question to piggyback on that is for I think it's for the females, but males do get to do this.
What?
Is how, if your partner had close friends of the opposite sex, how would you feel? This goes into trusting. This goes into trusting your partner.
I like that.
Now, as a woman, I would tell you that I'm not too keen. I have very close male friends who are married and their wives understand the relationship we have. It's always been monogamous since day one. We could talk about everything. We've gotten dressed in front of each other. So it's not anything sexual. So I believe there can be true friendship from opposite sex.
We've got dressed in front of each other? I don't remember you doing that. I remember that. Friend and your friend. Okay?
I have like
you've had friends
20-year friend, Robertito from Orlando. I'll throw him out there. So his wife was watching.
Oh, that's the one we met that time? Yeah. Okay, all right. That's your boy?
That's my boy.
That's your boo?
No, but he shut up. So
they got me booed up. So
I don't have a boo. So all because
personally, you can have friends of the opposite sex. Of course you can. I think one good way to have it is to set boundaries from the beginning. From the beginning, saying we're friends. I mean, it's always good. Like I always call you, refer you to sis and things like that nature, to make sure we understand that there's a feel of love. Remember, there's different kind of loves, the eros and the family love. And we have family love, so it's not even friendship.
No, but we do have. I value you as a friend, and I do love you as a brother, and I will treat you as such. And my brothers know that, I'm there. So if you were, I'm gonna always have your back.
Right. So I think it's important. I think if you're going to have friends of the opposite sex, then you all should establish some boundaries.
There has to be boundaries because you don't want anybody being uncomfortable.
Right.
Now, you can set boundaries, and there's still going to be some shiesty people out there who are going to try you. But
then they're not really friends, though.
But it's not even about them at that point. Because I think that if you have, let's say
She said friends of the opposite sex is a no from me.
Yeah, but because some people have been through things. Now, we know women can be shiesty.
Right.
So it's really up to our partners because they're the ones who sleep with us. Their loyalty should be just solidified in our foundation. So anybody can, like I would tell my partners, I don't care if you're walking across the street and a lady's just a beautiful woman just opens her legs to you. You better say, excuse me, and keep it walking. That's what I expect from my partner. Now, people are weak. We're weak of the flesh. Many things can happen. But I think I will trust you until I can't.
I like that. I think it is so important.
And then it's on and popping.
But like anytime you have a relationship with the opposite sex, that you really have to establish being very respectful to each other. Mm-hmm. And I think when you establish that respect, it's easier to do that. Now, everybody cannot have opposite sex partners because your partner is not going to go with it. If your partner says, "Nah, I don't feel comfortable with that," okay, then you're going to have to kind of respect that. Okay, so what I will always say, like the Bible says, don't make things seem unseemly. If it don't look right, don't make it don't look right. We can sit here and we talk about sex, we talk about everything else, but then we make sure in the end it's not looking crazy, okay? Because in the end, if I'm looking at this, I'm making sure that things are set up in a way that it's not going to be disrespectful to the partner, okay? And you always do it. We're both mindful of that. So if you have a friend who's the opposite sex, and then they're even encouraging you to be disrespectful, then there's an issue right there.
That's not your friend.
That's not your friend. Because then they should be encouraging a relationship.
And what would you do if that would happen? Would you tell your partner that her friend or your friend crossed some boundaries?
Which kind of boundaries? In verbiage or physical?
It don't matter. Whether you say it or you do it, you're crossing the boundary. There's really no, because she said it, I'm going to let it slide. No, because then the next time she's going to do something.
For me, I don't know if I would tell my partner right up the front. I would remove myself from proximity first.
But what if, let's do this scenario.
Okay, let's do it.
What if you don't tell me that this chick crossed some boundaries, but I'm friends with her?
Oh, that's different.
So now I'm going to
no. That's different. That's different. If y'all kicking it and all that, yeah, I gotta tell her. Because I can't leave you in the dark. If my wife or my girlfriend is friends with that girl, I can't cross that path and leave her in the dark.
Exactly.
See, in the end, I've always understood that, from my wife, she will always say, just don't leave me in the dark. Mm-hmm. Something comes up, don't let me be the last person that knows what's going down. No. I respect that because I don't want to be left in the dark. I don't want nobody. If I got a friend and he trying to hit on her and we all sitting there breaking bread and I knew that I'll be angry. So I don't want open communication. Yeah, always. But a lot of times when we talk about the open communication, people say they want that open communication, but when they get it,
they're too soft. Some people are too soft for the truth. They get all wounded, all up in their feelings, and then they become like, woe is me, and then they want to blame you for everything and not trust because of what they're lacking. But again, if you come across people like that, if you're in a relationship with somebody like that, you got to remind them that it is their issue and it is something they have to work on and prevent yourself from scaling down who you are to fit in so that they're comfortable. No, people have to be uncomfortable in order to change. And people who need to respect who you are and they're lacking something, they need to step their game up, whether it's your husband or not.
Sonia said that every friend that she had of the opposite sex had a hidden agenda. Bum, bum, bum.
Sonia's my friend since what? Sonia, 7th grade?
Well, listen, and some people you're going to meet will have hidden agendas. Every male doesn't have a hidden agenda. Every woman don't have hidden agendas. Well, I'm telling you, the best friends you're going to have are people who, put it like this. Historically, I make sure I'm around people who speak truth. So if you see somebody as a sidewinder from the beginning, of course, if they lying all the time, they might be lying to you too, okay? And you know when somebody's kind of be genuine or something like that. Of course, people got feelings, but feelings and another gender sometimes is two different things.
But some of the boundaries with the opposite sex, say my man has a female friend that he's had since before he met me. I'm gonna ask him straight up. Did you ever sleep with her? Because then that's a no-no. If you have a friend of the opposite sex, if my man has a female friend, whether before me, in this scenario, it would have to be, that they slept together, then no. If you're going to be with me, you cannot be her friend because obviously that connection's already there. And the boundary, no matter what I say, there's always going to be that little pull with each other because they have that intimacy. So I'm going to ask. I'm not going to wait for him to tell me.
So if they did the nasty, that means they're on this level here. Then you saying, we ain't going there. We ain't doing this.
No.
Okay.
No, you're not. And he's going to have to choose because I don't play that shit. 1. 2. If you have a female friend and I'm feeling like, okay, you know what, it's okay from what the vibes I get because I'm very big on energy. I'm very big on studying people. That's fine. But these are going to be the rules. She don't come to my house when I'm not there. And you sure as hell don't go to her house when I'm not with you. Ooh. I don't care what kind of friendship you had, but this solo trip, no, because anything can happen. A glass of wine too much. You're sad because your boyfriend hurt you, so you're hanging out.
I gotta get one more in before we get off. Hold on. This is real important. This is gonna be. Do you think a couple's finances should be together or separate?
I believe separate.
What?
I believe that a couple should have a joint account where they both have money go into it to take care of all the household bills. But I believe a female and a male, they should each have their own monies. Because again, it goes back to uniting as one, but yet keeping your independence. Because at the end of the day...
So either person shouldn't have all their eggs in all their baskets?
No, never. And a woman should always have. Maya Angelou said at least 6 months of rent and utility bills saved away in case she has to leave in 2.3 seconds. She can take care of herself.
So women out there and men, okay, keep your
have a joint account for the home.
And then also have your own account for you.
So let's say if you and I, like Eric and I, we had a joint account, we kept our own separate accounts. So what we did was we figured out what were the monthly expenses.
Right.
And the way I handle my business, I'm paying 50% because nothing's ever being thrown in my face in any kind of argument or anything. So I'm going to pay. I don't care who makes more than who. We're going 50-50 on this shit. So we would split it up. What is it monthly that all the bills were? So every pay period, that amount would go in there. So at the end of the month, all the money for the bills was there. Yet we had our own account. So if he had to buy something for his kids or give his kids money or buy his mama something or shit, go to lunch with some friends from work. That's his money.
Right.
And that way, you know what? It was such a relief to have that kind of because you still keep your independence. And the bills get paid.
I like this. So we're going to close it out.
Wait, give me a minute.
One more? Okay, go ahead. We only got 2 minutes.
Now I know my Sonia, Lisa, Jolivet, everybody, we all gonna have something to say. How do you respond, Andrea, when your partner is very late to meet you, pick you up, especially if they got your car? How would you respond to that?
So, you asking me?
I would be. Yeah, how would you respond if your partner is very late to pick you up when they knew the day before what time they had to pick you up?
I think of a person, I think that a person should be very mindful of things like that. Historically, if the person is always late to come pick me up, I'm going to have a problem. If it happens once in a while, then that's not no big issue. But if
very late.
Very late? All the time? Or just at one time? Okay, you know what I'm saying?
It says very late. Well, how do you respond when your partner is very late to meet you? Sonia, some people would prefer that the partner who makes more money pay most of the bills.
Did they give me a heads up they were running late? I like that. If somebody gives me a heads up that they're running late, I'm really easier to deal with.
Well, no, it says, how do you respond when your partner is very late to meet you? That means you didn't get no heads up. You didn't know he knew he had to pick your ass up at 6, but he shows up at 8. No call, no nothing. He just shows up at 8. How would you respond?
Oh yeah, I'd be hot.
I would have a brick in my hand.
I'd be hot. I'd be hot. I'd be ready to kick some booty. on that one. That's ugly. That's ugly.
That's very late to me. 2 hours. I'm waiting there 2 hours.
2 hours?
Well, I wouldn't be waiting there because after 45 minutes, I'm calling somebody. I'm walking. I'm out. Yeah.
I probably would do the same damn thing. So this was a wonderful session that we've had. I enjoyed it. I think it was great. I enjoyed you all too. And it says depend on the energy when he got there. Nah, I don't care about the energy when a person got there. If I was waiting 2 hours, sitting up in a coffee shop looking stupid, I'd be hot, okay?
Sonia said she'll be upset. Lisa said she'll have some other dude pick her up.
Wow! Lisa, you know what? You were on shame today, Lisa girl. Yeah, no. So we're about to close it up. We enjoyed you all. This was a wonderful, quick hour. Okay,
it was kind of quick.
It was quick.
I'm still remembering about Michelle Obama.
Yeah, man. We didn't finish nothing today that we started. So we love it. But we'll see y'all next week, probably Tuesday, 7:30. We're gonna shoot for Tuesday, 7:30. Please tell your friends, tell your cousin. Please plug this in. We're trying to share it. So we're gonna start. I'm having some raffles for people who are listening, so you can win some prizes and stuff like that. So we're gonna make it fun, really fun. So we are enjoying you guys. We love it. Could you end this out, young lady?
Love you too. Yes. Remember, may your look at I forgot my own quote. May your spirit sing and your soul dance, mi gente. Remember to love yourself, hug yourself, respect yourself, and then teach everyone else how to do so towards yourself. Namaste. Buenas noches, mi gente, mi tribu. I love you guys.
We love y'all. Y'all was great today. And we love the audience. Y'all like the third person's here. This is great. We love it. The fifth person here. You're the sixth man's on top. We love y'all. Holla. We out.
Bye.
God bless. Good night.